To be successful and happy in life, we must understand the world in which we live. Its chief characteristics: change. Don't expect things to remain the same. They won't. Violence. There is safety nowhere except in God. The third characteristic of our times: information. We don't use our muscles to earn our wages anymore. But if you don't use them, you'll surely die early. Everybody needs at least 1 hour of physical activity every day. So there are the main characteristics. We must understand our world. It's a world of change, of violence, information. The more you know, the more valuable you are, the more important you are, the more useful you are. Learn, 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 and learn the best things first. The things about God, things about eternal life, the gospel. Our world has changed. It's now post-Christian. It's even post-modern. It's a world of anti-authoritarianism. And sometimes that's justified. Some authority has been used as tyranny. Not all anti-authoritarianism is wrong, but some of it is. There's one virtue, according to most modern people: tolerance. Moderns are intolerant of intolerance. Yes, there it is. Dorothy Sayers said a very good thing. He said, on earth it's called tolerance. In hell, it's called despair. The sin of believing in nothing, caring for nothing, seeking for nothing, interfering with nothing, rejoicing in nothing, hating nothing, loving nothing, finding purpose in nothing, that refuses to die though it has nothing to live for. Yes, it's a world of intolerance, but it's intolerant of intolerance. Sometimes the intolerance is justified. Mahatma Gandhi said he'd be a Christian, but for Christians. Ah, there's the rub. We who believe don't live as we ought to believe. If we're going to change the world, we have to begin with ourselves. We have to be what we think others should be. Pluralism is a modern term. It means there are many faiths, many beliefs, and everyone is valid. Well, that's impossible because they're self-contradictory. And besides that, Christ is unique. He had no predecessors. He had no successors. He was born miraculously, the incarnation. He died an atoning death. No one has ever done that before. Muhammad didn't do that. Buddha didn't do that. Confucius didn't do that. He rose from the grave. When Paul wrote 1 Corinthians, 500 people he mentioned saw him alive and well after he'd been crucified. And Paul said, most of them are still alive. Hundreds of people saw the resurrected Christ. There are 7 million catacombs around Rome. They're mainly of Christians. Instead of being burnt, cremated, they were buried because they believe in resurrection. They believed in the resurrection of Christ. So pluralism will not do, though it's popular. We have a Christ who is unique. Unique in his birth, unique in his death, unique in his resurrection, unique in his gift of the Spirit, whereby he comes to live in us. So what? Again, I say to you, if I'm to change the world even a little bit, I have to be a better me. I have to be more like Jesus. I need to be more patient, more loving, more forbearing, more affectionate, more kind. When the church reflects Jesus Christ, many others will find him, and the world will be filled with music.